I have finally gotten Graphene OS on my phone, and I am proud of myself. Now, as you know, this is not supposed to work on this phone at all. I mean, this is the Xiaomi Redmi Note 9 Pro we've been working with for the past few months, and having a Graphene OS on this phone is not supposed to work at all. But fortunately for us, we have it. Graphene OS on the Redmi Note 9 Pro in 2026, and Android 16 at that. But, yeah, there's a but it is a GSI. Now, I was just scrolling through YouTube bored when I saw somebody said he had Graphene OS on their Samsung, on their Motorola, but it was a GSI. So I said, you know what? Yeah, let me try this myself. So let's look at the very first thing we are looking at here in the wallpaper section. Now, when you boot into the phone for the first time, you will be greeted with a black wallpaper. The on-screen wallpaper is black, straight up AMOLED black. But I decided to put on some proper colors. So, I don't want to be all black, black, black. But with the colors here, I noticed something. I don't know if it's different from other ones, but when I click on dark theme, it was different. I mean, I click on your other color, it's brightened up. Maybe that's a feature. I don't know. But that is one thing. That was the first thing that I noticed. Now the second thing is that we have this kind of like a app store, but it's a weird kind of app store. Now this, like I said, is a GSI, so flashing Google apps is not supposed to work. All those apps that I had there, I installed them on the Google Play Store. Now, I installed my Google Play Store, the Google services, the whatever that is necessary here through this place. I clicked on install Play Store and then install the Play services and the GMS compatibility or whatever it is called. And then I have all these applications here. Now, mind you, this Play Store is not system deep, system level situation. It's kind of like a sandbox thing. That's why I'm able to install some things here. Let's say I want to install something like let's say I want something like OPay, for example. Now, OPay is OPay is not going to work. I don't know why, but it's not going to work. But when I click on something like TikTok and I click on install, maybe I shouldn't install this particular one. Yeah, let's keep to the light version. I don't want to install TikTok. I don't want to get addicted. Anyway, so I click on the install button. It does the whole thingamajig. But there's one thing I get with this one that you see coming up very soon. To ask for permission to allow network. Okay, and I understand that Graphene OS is a security-based custom ROM. That is what it's all about. Security, security, security. So you need to have certain permissions asked of you before you allow things to go down. Now, the icons that we get here are actually quite colorful, standard with Android 16. And you have a few things that have been pulled down. Battery is still the same. What else again? Connectivity and especially the connected preferences. You only have four. No Android Auto, no special other features. This is just what you get. Now, in the system section, we have the treble droid settings, which, as we know, are GSI settings. Now, when you click on the Graphene OS features, there are two things here that I honestly don't know anything about. So if you know anything about this, please do comment in the comment section and tell me what it's about. Now, before we continue on that, there's something I want to show you in the network section. Now, I noticed this internet connectivity checks, attestation key positioning, and a lot of them were set to Graphene OS server. So I guess that is part of the so-called security, and thingy. So I guess that works in a way, in its own way. Oh, there's this big ass cutout here. I don't know what the cutout is for, but I guess there's no way to fix it unless if you go to treble droid. But unfortunately, you can't do that in the treble droid settings because the display section is not working at the moment. So there's nothing we can do about it. So standard Qualcomm settings for audio, as you can see here, Xiaomi feature no display. Those features, hand wave and gestures, you don't need that. The miscellaneous features, there are a lot of miscellaneous features. So I just decided to just leave them exactly how they are. Now moving on, we have your IMS features. If you know what IMS features is, please comment in the comment section also. Customization features, like your font type, your icon pack, your icon theme, those kind of things. Well, It's a GSI. And then for audio effects, I turned on some things here to make my audio experience better. Now, like I said, Graphene OS, if you know what they're about, let me know in the comments section below. Now let's check out other things like phone call. So phone call works. Let's check out 800 and hear what they have to say.
You are trying to call does not exist. Please check the number and try again. Thank you.
Thank you indeed. So that one works. Now for camera, I was watching an anime, so I took a picture of my laptop so you can see here that at least camera works. That is a certain person from a certain anime that has a small girl with powers. Let's just keep it at that. Now moving on, we have YouTube. Now as you can see, as you notice, I turned on some settings, some features there so the audio will be good. Let's see how the audio will be like here. Hey guys, welcome to another short. So this one is for Voltage OS. Now originally this was called Symbiote OS, but when I got into the system, I actually found that this was actually Voltage OS. Now this ROM is actually cool, stable, 100% great, and you have a lot of features. So this is pretty much all you get in the Graphene OS custom ROM, GSI, whatchamacallit. I'll see you guys in another video. I'll bring you exciting videos. Till next time.